Hi there, welcome back to James and James Podcast, and today we're bringing you the Bloodline. What is going on with the Bloodline? What's going on with the Usos? What's going on with Solo Sikoa? What's going on with this Bloodline? And we're going to tell you all about it right now. So James, first of all, give us a recap of what happened this past, was it Raw?
SmackDown.
All right.
Well, it was towards the very end of SmackDown. It's Roman's 1,000 day celebration, right?
Yes.
And then Triple H was there, and he congrats him. And then they revealed the belt, but we'll talk about it later. And so they revealed the belt, and then of course Roman has a new belt, holding it and everything.
Yeah.
And that's all that really happened. They basically put the new belt out right away.
Yeah, they did.
And I think after that, the Usos come out, right?
Yes.
Because
they were excited too when they came out.
Yeah, they were like, cause I think they did it on purpose though, to be like sarcastic or something.
No, I don't know. I think they meant that, like to go ahead and honor Roman Reigns, his 1,000 years. I keep saying 1,000 years, his 1,000 days. Which I told you guys, if Roman makes 1,000 days, I'm tuning out. So tonight, if the Bloodline separates, I will stay tuned. If they don't, I'm done with the Bloodline. But go ahead. You were talking about that.
So the Usos come out. And they go walk in the ring alongside it. That I think right away Roman tells Jay to supercade Jimmy.
Well, no, the reason is because didn't Roman Reigns like push Jimmy or no? Like he did with his face like that, or that was
later on.
All right, because he was telling them they didn't just come out. He told him kick him in the head. It was like he was annoyed that the Usos were there.
Yeah, because they were supposed to be there, right?
Yeah, he said, you're not supposed to be here and that you need to leave and all that. And then that's when Jimmy was getting mad. And he was like, no. He was like, you need to leave.
Yeah.
And that's when Roman Reigns told Jay.
Yeah, that's when to take him in the head. To hit Jimmy in the head.
Yeah, he kept telling him over and over to do that.
Like 3 times. So they do that. Then what happens next? Was it Jimmy was the one... Well, what happened next?
Well, okay, so because he kept telling, like you said, about kick him in the head, and he goes, kick him in the head like the way he kicked me in the head.
Yeah, to make it right.
Yeah, he goes, Jay, I'm talking to you. I'm telling you to kick him in the head. And then I think Solo Sikoa moved to the other side.
Yeah,
during the that heated debate or whatever it was.
Yeah, because Roman was the one that started the choosing side of things. Of course, Jimmy was the one like, well, you can choose your side, but we're gonna make our side like a living thing. So he calls I think Solo first. Like you can come with us or be with Roman, be with your own brothers, or just go with Roman, your cousin.
Yeah, Jimmy was telling Solo to call that, right?
Yeah, because I think and then Roman said some stuff. Then Solo tells Roman, well, these are my real brothers.
Yeah.
That's when he crosses sides. Then of course Roman's like, what are you doing?
Yep. And then Solo Sikoa moves to the side. And that's again, he tells them, like, these are my brothers. You know, you're my cousin or whatever. We should be brothers or something.
Yeah, then Roman's still getting mad at Jimmy and Solo now. Jimmy's one like, well, you can move sides too, you know. Like you're also my brother. You can also move sides.
Yeah, and then there's a twist that happens.
Yeah, they both hug, and then like Roman starts kind of fake crying.
And he goes, "What do you say? No."
No, he just says no, and that's it.
Yeah.
Then they back away. Then in a split second, you blink and you miss it. Roman looks at Solo, and that's when Solo does like Samoan spike on either Jimmy or Jay. I can't remember. It was one or two.
It was Jimmy.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I know that caught me by surprise because I thought actually the brothers were gonna stay aligned together, not really against Roman Reigns, but more of like, hey, you treated us like crap, you know, like you got to give us the recognition that we deserve. I guess like the way they acknowledge Roman Reigns as the tribal chief, like he needs to acknowledge them that he won't make the 1,000 days without the Usos.
Yeah, because they did help a lot.
Oh yes, you're right. They helped them quite a bit.
Even at WrestleMania with Cody, they helped.
Yes, and he wouldn't have had that 1,000 days. So I don't understand why Roman Reigns was just so adamant that he didn't want them there.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
I get it. Like he got kicked. Okay, we get that, but how many times did Roman Reigns do stuff to the Usos?
Yeah. It's the same thing with Sammy too. Sammy, they did a lot to Sammy, and that's when he turned on them too.
So then what is next now with Solo Sikoa kicking Jimmy in the head? Then what's up? What do you think is next with the Usos and Solo Sikoa without even touching on Roman Reigns right now?
Without touch, also actually say maybe the Usos versus Solo Roman in a tag team match, or in a one-on-one match with Jay and Solo.
Yeah.
Without Roman.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Jimmy and Solo, because Solo did the Simone spike on Jimmy.
Yeah, I meant Jimmy. Solo,
okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I said Jayla.
Yeah, but then if that happens, then there's a divide.
Yeah.
There's a divide, which there always was one, because Roman, he got his ego and he put himself on his pedestal, and he keep thinking that he was better than everybody. Yes, he's the champion, but they're all a family.
Yeah.
So I never got that. And again, Roman Reigns would not have his 1,000 days without the Usos. That's just a fact.
Yeah, because they help a lot. Like I said, even at WrestleMania, they help too.
Yeah, so I don't know. So then, all right. So you're thinking more of a wrestling match, a tag team match.
Well, or a one-on-one match, yeah.
Or one-on-one match. So where does that leave Jay? So what decision does Jay make? Because didn't he?
Well, now we're going to see that decision on SmackDown, because that's when Paul goes to Roman when they're walking backstage. Like, well, what about Jay? What about him? Then Roman goes, well, he'll fall like all the others did.
Yeah, and I caught that. I'm like, whoa, all right. So I'm just.
And that's where this chapter ends and goes into the next chapter in the storyline with Jay.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions right now. There's a lot of ways where this could go right now.
So I mean, like I said, like they can really like make this storyline a lot better than it already is by bringing other people like Rikishi also.
Yeah,
and Rikishi, I think that would be a good idea. Maybe The Rock, but I think more of Rikishi.
Yeah, I mean Rikishi, because he's their father. The Usos' father.
Yeah, and Solo's. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks more like Rikishi, Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, he does. His face too.
Yeah, it really
does. When I see Solo's face, I think of Rikishi.
And then he does the Umaga, Simone Spike, because Umaga was the one who did the Simone Spike all the time.
Yeah, and that slam, like the rock bottom slam, which is from Umaga too.
Yeah, so I mean, the family, you could tell them all their traits, all their moves.
Yeah, paying their tribute to Umaga.
Yeah, and I used to like the Usos when they come out. They did their little Hawaiian thing,
when they were like the dude so crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. But then they went to
like Thug Gangster.
Yeah, like okay. I mean, as that's their true colors, then that's just the way they are. But I always liked the one before.
But I truly think this new gimmick with the Usos is a lot better now than was when he was crazy, because I think it grew more this new gimmick.
Yeah, well, I mean, they get to be themselves now.
Yeah.
This is their true them, and I get that, and I mean they earned it. So, all right. So, any predictions? Okay, you just think that they're gonna wrestle against each other. So does that mean the bloodline stays together? Is that your prediction before we see, or do you think it's gonna separate?
It's separate. And I do think it's Cody did predict this. Remember that? When you said that when Cody wins, this whole bloodline's will fall apart, even though he lost, but they still is falling apart.
Yeah. And I know Sami Zayn was always talking about the Usos to Jay, not Jay. Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, Jay. He said you can always win me and Kevin, or just me, or just Sami, yeah.
Yeah, because before it was Jimmy that was like the cool head, like would always kind of like calm down Jay all the time when there was feuds and stuff, and where Jay had to choose, and he went back and chose the family. And then Jimmy was the one. No, Jay's the one trying to be the cool head with Jimmy.
Yeah,
and
because I think Jimmy's out of the picture already. And I think Jimmy just left because he doesn't want to be in there anymore.
No, well, yeah, he's just disrespected from Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
he wants the respect back. I think Jimmy would fall back in line if Roman Reigns acknowledges him and gives him the respect that he deserves for helping him.
Yeah,
and doing what he needs to do in the bloodline, and holding those titles for so long.
Very true.
But
I think this will be good on SmackDown. This next chapter we're about to see.
All right, we're gonna tune in today, and we'll let you know in a couple of days about that. So all all these episodes would probably come out all together, but I was sick, so we couldn't do much. But what about this new belt? We saw that belt there, right?
Yes, we saw that belt when Triple H unveiled it. It's basically the same exact belt, just different color and different pearls or jewels.
Yeah, I saw that. But to me, I think we were talking before. I think they were trying to get out of the red and the blue.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it's just the same belt, different color. And it's like, where are they going to do a new design? Because Seth Rollins' belt is a whole different design. It's unique. Except for this heavyweight belt that Roman has. It's like copy and paste with different colors.
Yeah, but we got now that I'm thinking about this, we got to think about now. WWE is with Endeavor now.
Yeah.
Now Endeavor with UFC belts, they're all black, and they have a UFC symbol on the front, and they all pretty much look alike. All the belts, of course, but all the belts are different for what they stand for. And maybe that Endeavor wants them to be a basic.
See, like, here's the twist. The fans never liked this copy and paste thing with the belts. Like, even when Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon did one on the SummerSlam a few years ago, they booed.
Yeah.
And they had to pipe in crowd cheers to fake out the boo. Because fans don't like this copy and pasting with the belts.
No, they don't. But, you got to be core. You got to have a core with the belts. And I don't even know why they change them. They should just keep one. Maybe every 10 years you want to do a different change.
I think they do it like every 5 to 7 years they change them out.
I mean, UFC doesn't really change their belts.
No.
It's just a common. They look nice and they go from there. Boxing has a different type of belts all the time, depending on the division, ranking, and all that. They're more colorful, those belts, but that's just the way they are. Like, that's what they're known for in boxing.
Yeah.
WWE, I mean, wrestling has its own. Usually it's a black with a gold symbol in the middle, and UFC is the same way. But then WWE went to this red and blue.
Yeah.
And I think they were just trying to get away from that. But who knows? What is your opinion? What do you think about these belts? Do you like them, hate them? Did you like the previous colors, the red and the blue, or do you think they would just want to get back to the black belts? But let us know. Anything else you got on this belt?
No, that's about it.
All right. Tune in next time. And don't forget to look in the description, because James will have all the social media information down in the description down below. And as always, if this video was great for you, like this video. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.